the good songs that we have here and the food from Kisii. Madam Ambassador, we are happy, the people of Kisii. If you asked all these people who are here today, if a Boeing 77 came and landed at the stadium here and tell them they leave for US, some of them they forget their children back home. But for sure, we love the Americans because most of our people from here, as I just indicated earlier, quarter of the US is the Kisii community. If you go to Minnesota, Texas, Wisconsin, actually part of Wisconsin, Atlanta and other many states in the US, you will find Kisii there. We're happy that you have come home. When definitely you will go back home, you will tell them you are home, and most of those people will be very, very happy. Today, in our traditions here, when the visitor come, we enjoy, we're happy because we know there are many goodies. And I can tell you today, Madam Ambassador has come. She has so many things to share with us. She's here for 2 days to see for herself what the American government is doing in Kenya as well as Kisii. Madam Ambassador, as I just indicated earlier, as Kisii's, we are hospital people. When the outbreak of post-election violence of 2007, is only Kisii that people were notified. This is the place where people found home. People were moving from all over the country coming to Kisii to stay. And our people, the hospital, they welcomed them and kept them until the country is calm. And I assure you that today, as we're walking around and seeing the development that your government is doing here, we will look forward to hear from you the many promises you'll make and your presence, because there is presence of other governments, yes, here, but for America, because we have very close ties, we're looking forward to see heavy involvement in the business of this county. Good people of Kisii, today is a day that we're happy to welcome Her Excellency Ambassador Meg Whithman to address us and give us the goodies that she has come with. You will hear, she's prepared. The Barathram that we had a problem with before, she's ready to see how we can revamp that sector properly. Our coffee, our banana, our avocado, our soapstone in South Mugrango and part of Obasi. These are the things that we have discussed, and again, the many programs that the government of America is running here. Therefore, with those few remarks, Madam Ambassador, mtakaribisha mgeni ama vipi? Atajua kwamba amefika wapi? Mbona nataka kimuko hivi? Madam Ambassador, karibu and say something to our people. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Asante Sana, Jumbo. I am very glad to be here on my very first visit to Kisii. And I want to thank the governor very much for welcoming me, the speaker of your county assembly for welcoming me, and all the other dignitaries who serve your county so well. We are very excited to come to Kisii because there is so much opportunity. We just spent an hour together and already discovered some things that we can do together that above and beyond what the United States does in Kisii today. And the governor mentioned pyrethrum, soapstone, avocado oil, agro-processing, as well as manufacturing. So as you know, today we do have quite a few activities in Kisii: health, sanitation and water, community development, democracy and governance, and education. And over the next day and a half, I'm going to visit some of the things that we do together. At 12:30, the governor is very nicely hosting a lunch with business leaders in Kisii to see what else we could do to be helpful to help them grow their businesses. Then I go to Ekobana site, which is where sanitary pads for young girls are made out of banana leaves. Then we go to the Kisii Endeluvo Trust Initiative exhibition, and then to one of your great universities, Kisii University, where I'll be interviewed by a student and share some thoughts with them. And then tonight I think we're having a little festivity at the governor's house. So I'm excited about that. And then tomorrow I'm going to KTRH, to the maternity ward and HIV clinic, the Tabaka soapstone, which you mentioned, and then off later on that tomorrow. So thank you very much for having me. I'm delighted to be here. I have already learned a lot about your great county and things we can do together. So thank you for having me, and I look forward to learning more in the next day and a half. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody having a question?
What are some of the projects probably which have been initiated by the U.S. government in Kisii County, and what are some other new areas of collaboration you wish to initiate with the Kisii County government this time around, and how much is the U.S. government? I believe this is your meeting tour to the vast Kisii County, and with you here today, what are some of the projects probably which have been initiated by the U.S. government in Kisii County, and what are some other new areas of collaboration in which to initiate with Kisii County government this time around, and how much is the U.S. government probably planning to inject into the Kisii County economy? Thank you.
Yes, of course. So we have a number of different programs that add up to almost $80 million of investment in Kisii, $80 million US dollars, in medicines, technologies, and pharmaceutical services, in health, where we help diagnose TB, leprosy, and a lung disease program. We have a program for technology in health and HIV support for orphans and vulnerable children. We have a Western Kenya sanitation project, which I think can potentially be expanded dramatically. A Western Kenya water project here, and also some strengthening of democratic norms and values. And the governor has done a remarkable job on increasing owned revenue from Kisii through countering to improving governance. I think there's some things that we can help there as well. And then perhaps something that is near and dear to my heart is primary literacy. Kindergarten through third grade, we do a lot of work on expanding literacy here. So all of those will continue, and we need to find new areas that we can make investments here. I'm particularly interested in jobs for Kisii young people. I think the biggest challenge facing Kenya is jobs for your very talented young people. There's 1 million students every year who graduate from high school and college, and they don't find the kind of jobs that they deserve. And so maybe we can make a small difference to that in Kisii.
Kristen, I think that is a substantial answer. Yeah. Another person?
Your Excellency.
Can I have two? Yes.
Your Excellency, my name is Hilary Anyona. I work with Egesua FM. And my major concern is the people of South Mokirango, Tabaka, are known to be the leading producers of soapstone in the world. But they have always lamented of lacking a common market or a ready market for their produce. What are some of the deliberate efforts by the American government to ensure that the producers of soapstone have a market, especially in the American market?
Right.
So what I want to do today and tomorrow is learn more about the soapstone and the products that are made here, because I think what you explained to me that you can make lots of things from soapstone. So I want to understand the full breadth of opportunity, and then I want to see which markets might be most appropriate for export to the United States, and then see what we can do to be helpful there. So I know about your soapstone industry, but we don't have specific projects, and this can be a very tangible one that comes out of here, which is what would be the best for export to the United States market that can employ the most people. So, thank you.
Last one.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. My name is Stanley Ongwai. I'm from Standard Media Group. And I just want to know, because His Excellency the Governor mentioned something to do with pyrethrum, and as you briefed us, agriculture is not one of the areas that you've done much here in Kenya. What is it that you want to do with agriculture? And then another question, if you can just pass a general evaluation of your programs here in Kenya. How are they performing so far? For example, we saw the president recently complain about the Ford Foundation's funding on the democratic space in the country. What is that you can say? Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. So let me address pyrethrum. I think everybody knows that pyrethrum used to be one of the biggest crops in Kenya. It was an enormous business. I've met many families who said they went to school on the revenues from their pyrethrum crops. But a number of years ago, that industry went down for a variety of reasons. However, right now, pyrethrum is the most important ingredient for organic pesticide. Organic pesticide is in demand in the United States, demand in Europe, demand everywhere. And so this is another big opportunity now to bring back pyrethrum to Kenya. Not every county can grow pyrethrum. There's an American company called Kentegra that first went to Nakuru to find farmers who could regrow and start a pyrethrum production facility. And so I was talking to the governor, who said Kisii is perfect for pyrethrum. We have connected Kentegra to, I think, your agricultural minister somewhere. And what we need to do is figure out where that can be in Kisii. Kentegra wants to recruit 100,000 farmers to grow pyrethrum. They've already recruited 36,000. Each of those farmers employ 9 people to pick the pyrethrum. And so we need to get to 100,000 for this American company, and I think Kisii can be a big part of that. Every farmer usually employs about 9 people to pick the pyrethrum. They have cut out the middleman between the company and the farmer, so the company pays the farmer directly, so you don't get any leakage at the middleman. They pay every 2 weeks, regularly. The people who pick the pyrethrum, largely women, come, they see their pyrethrum weighed, it's completely transparent, they get the money, and continue to grow their crops. So we're excited about this. It's a big employment opportunity, and the worldwide demand for pyrethrum, I said to the governor, Kentegra can buy as much as you can grow. So we're excited about pyrethrum. The second question was about, the Ford Foundation, what we've done here and the Ford Foundation. Yeah. So since I came to Kenya as the ambassador August 1st of 2022, about 9 days before your national election, and have really been working on a number of different areas. First and foremost, which I have been asked about already, is visas. When I first came, the wait to get an interview for an American visa was 2 years. It is now 3 months. That's not perfect, but it's better. And we are going to work to continue to process visa applications that are eligible to go to the United States. Second was humanitarian aid. I came in the 4th year of failed rains. Maybe not so much in Kisii, but other parts of Kenya. 2.5 million cows out of the 7.5 million died. There were people with tremendous food insecurity, and I wanted to make sure that we were getting that food and nutritional additives to the people who needed it the most. And my third priority has been about job creation. My belief, as I said earlier, is the number one challenge Kenya and so many African countries have is creating enough jobs for young people. So been focused on technology, been focused on apparel and technology manufacturing, agriculture, agro-processing, tourism, And I think that a combination of the Kenyan government and the United States government, we are setting the stage for accelerated job growth. I'm very happy about where we are. I will say that the mandamanas this summer, slowed that down a bit. And then with regard to the Ford Foundation, I've said many times, I thought that the assault on the Ford Foundation was not justified, and I think the Ford Foundation and the government of Kenya had a very good meeting at the UN General Assembly, and I think are back working together in a productive way. So thank you for that.
We take a photo here. All right.